Welcome to another video of Dota Tactics. I'm Xenos and this is how you can play Outworld Devourer. OD is a ranged intelligence hero who excels against high armor targets through his pure damage output, making him a very capable and fearsome carry hero. Arcane Orb is an active ability adding extra pure damage to OD's attacks based on his remaining mana pool. In addition, Arcane Orb deals bonus damage to summoned units and illusions. Astral Imprisonment is one of OD's trademark spells and extremely useful. It places a target allied or enemy hero into an astral prison. The hidden hero is invulnerable and disabled. If this spell is cast on an enemy hero, OD temporarily steals his intelligence from that hero. Essence Aura is OD's passive ability, giving a chance to restore 25% of his current mana pool whenever nearby allied heroes or OD cast a spell. OD also passively gains a bonus to its base mana pool through this ability. Essence Aura does usually not trigger for abilities with no cooldowns or toggable spells. Some honorable mentions are Ember Spirit's Activate Fire Remnant, Storm Spirit's Ball Lightning, or Troll Warlord's Berserker's Rage. Sanity's Eclipse is OD's ultimate, dealing damage to enemy heroes in an AoE based on the difference between OD's and the affected hero's intelligence. If the intelligence difference is under a threshold, the affected hero loses 75% of its current mana. Note that Sanity's Eclipse can hit units trapped in Astral Imprisonment. If an enemy hero has the same or higher intelligence than OD, Sanity's Eclipse has no effect. There are many ways to play OD. Always make sure to adjust your build according to the game. The following build focuses on a popular mid build. At level 1, invest 1 skill point into Astral Imprisonment to dodge enemy attacks or to imprison the enemy for secured last hitting in the early gaming phase. At level 2, invest 1 skill point into Essence Aura to get a chance to replenish parts of your mana pool. At level 3, invest another skill point into Astral Imprisonment for increased prison duration. Max out Essence Aura first by investing further skill points at 4, 5 and 7, as this is an extremely useful passive ability aiding in replenishing your mana pool whenever possible. At level 8 you invest 1 skill point into Arcane Orb so you can deal pure damage. Before you max out Arcane Orb, at levels 12 to 14 you max out Astral Imprisonment second at levels 9 to 10. At the standard 6, 11 and 16 invest skill points into your ultimate. OD is mainly played at position 1, therefore you get typical starting items like 3 Iron Branches to increase your last hitting, as well as Tangos and a Clarity Potion for in-lane survivability. As soon as you can afford it, get boots and transform your Iron Branches into a magic wand. Your core items usually consist of Pyro Threads, a Force Staff and a slow item like Rod of Athos, which also increases your base intelligence, making it easier to kill the enemy. When buying your core items, make sure to buy a Staff of Wizardry first when building Force Staff, as it gives you increased intelligence, and as a result your ultimate has a higher chance to dish out additional damage. In addition, Force Staff helps to compensate for OD's low movement speed. As you are a pure damage dealer, the enemy team will constantly target you. Therefore, a blacking bar can give you the needed security to prevent unnecessary deaths. Depending on the situation, you can go for survivability items like Mechanism if no support picked it, or go for typical defensive items like an Assault Cuirass or Shiva's Guard. If you are certain that your intelligence is significantly higher than the enemy's, it might be beneficial to buy a Refresher Orb to deal massive amounts of damage and deny enemies mana with Sanity's Eclipse. If your overall farm and the situation allow it, you can buy extension items like a Size of Vice to lock down the enemy, or an Orchid, which is a great item to silence target units and to easily kill them with Arcane Orb's pure damage output. Note that equipping a Ganem Scepter results in an increased damage multiplier, casting rage, and causes the ability to always trigger the mana loss on all heroes it damages. OD plays well together with other disabled heroes, so he can easily dish out as much Arcane Orb damage as possible. These heroes consist of Crystal Maiden with her nice Frostbite lockdown, or Nyx Assassin, who can help to easily set up a kill. Additional honorable mentions are Witch Doctor and Slardar with their disabled capabilities. You should avoid picking OD if the enemy consists of magic immune heroes. Therefore, one of your biggest foes is Silencer, as he can easily deny any of your spells and damage. In addition, he will also have a higher mana pool throughout the game, which will negatively influence your ultimate. Other honorable mentions are Sniper, Nyx Assassin or Bloodseeker. OD can be an extremely dangerous opponent in the mid to late game based on his pure damage output. Your number one spell to target down enemies is Arcane Orb, as it has an incredible damage potential early on. You should usually not run into any mana problems, as Essence Aura should help in restoring spent mana quickly. It is important to mention that you should try to use Astral Imprisonment as much as possible throughout the game. It helps you to dodge attacks and secure farming during the early game. In addition, it denies possible enemy damage during teamfights and can also be used to dodge many ultimates, like Sniper's Assassinate if casted on yourself or a dying friendly hero. Therefore, always make sure to use Astral Imprisonment to its fullest potential. In general, you should avoid picking OD when the enemy consists of core heroes with BKB, as they can dodge your pure damage easily. As always, remember to adapt your item choices to the situation at hand and play your role accordingly. If you stick to these basic rules, OD will be a very satisfying and fun to play hero. Thank you for watching another contribution to my Dota Hero Guide series. I also want to thank Steve for providing me with awesome replays and tips for this guide. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me a lot. Thanks and see you guys next time.